Good evening, dear students. How are you today? I hope you are in good health. Let us start our subject, which is about clause connectors. There are three groups of words which are used to connect clauses in order to form different kinds of sentences. They are subordinating conjunctions, coordinating conjunctions, and sentence connectors or conjunctive adverbs. Clause connector is word that is used to join or to connect clause in order to form sentences that are both grammatical and logical. And there are three groups of clause connectors which are going to be discussed in the present meeting, such as subordinator or subordinating conjunction, coordinator or coordinating conjunction, and sentence connector. The first two groups are used to join independent clauses to form a compound sentence. The last group is used to introduce dependent clauses which are joined with independent clause to form complex sentence. Okay, let's start with the first group, subordinator or subordinating conjunction. Subordinator is used to introduce dependent clauses which are joined with independent clause to form complex sentence. In other words, subordinator or subordinating conjunction is the first word in a dependent clause. Let's look at the example here. The first example, he goes sleeping after he finishes doing his homework. This sentence is a complex sentence, and we use here the subordinator after. We start with the independent clause and then the subordinate clause. So we don't use comma here. If we start with subordinator and say after he finishes doing his homework, comma, he goes sleeping. Let's move to the second one. When we use before, you have to study before you doing examination. The subordinator here, before. It tells about time here. You have to study before you doing examination. Let's move to the second or next one. Since it has been more than 10 years since I become a lecturer. It has been more than 10 years since I become a lecturer. You see here since is a subordinator. We start with the main clause or independent clause and then the subordinate clause. Let's move to until. You should read the book until you understand the material. You see here until, this is a subordinator. After the subordinator, we use here a dependent clause. But the first clause is an independent clause. You should read the book until you understand the material. Let's move to when. When I see you smile, comma, I feel the world more beautiful. Here we start with subordinator at the beginning of the sentence. So the first clause is called a dependent clause. And we use comma here after the dependent clause, and then the main clause or the independent clause. Here I feel the world more beautiful. Let's move to next. While she was studying English while her friends were playing football. We start with the main clause, the independent clause, and then the subordinate clause by using the subordinator while. So we don't use a comma here. When I say while her friends were playing football, comma, she was studying English. When we start with the dependent clause, we can use comma. Is it clear? Okay, let's move to subordinators related to giving reasons. Because I will give you my love because you love me so much. You see here, this sentence is a complex sentence, and we use here subordinator because. We start with the main clause or the independent clause, and then after the subordinator we use dependent clause. Let's move to since. He married he marries her since he loves her very much. Also, we start with the independent clause and then the subordinate clause beginning with since as subordinator. Let's move to clauses of contrast. Although Robert is handsome, comma, he is not smart. You see here, this sentence is a complex sentence. We start with the subordinator although, and we use comma after the subordinate clause. Let's move to the next one. Even though Robert comes to campus, even though it rains cats and dogs. We start with the independent clause. Robert comes to campus, and then the subordinate clause by using subordinator even though. So we don't use comma here. Though I study chemical very hard, though I don't like it. You see here, we use the subordinator though in the middle of the sentence, so we don't use comma. While I like dancing while he prefers jogging. Also, this is a complex sentence. We start with the independent clause and then subordinate clause by using the subordinator while. Whereas she likes reading novels, whereas I like reading comic. You see here, we start with the independent clause and then the subordinate clause by using subordinator whereas. So we don't use comma here. I hope it is clear. Let's move to coordinate conjunctions. Coordinate conjunctions are usually used to join two or more independent clauses in a compound sentence. And there are several coordinate conjunctions: and, but, yet, or, nor, for, and so. Punctuate the sentence by putting a comma before the coordinate conjunctions. For example, and. The coordinate conjunction and, which shows addition or connects equal similar ideas. Example: my father likes to fish, comma, and he often goes fishing with me. You see here a compound sentence, two independent clauses joined together by and is preceded by the comma here. Let's move to another coordinate conjunction, but, which connects equal different ideas. Example: Juliet likes reading, comma, but her sister likes watching TV. You see here a compound sentence, two independent clauses joined together by coordinate conjunction but, which is preceded by the comma here. I hope it be obvious. Let's move to next coordinate conjunction, yet, which is used to connect equal contrasting ideas. Example, I have a guitar, comma, yet I can't play it. You see here a compound sentence joined together, two independent clauses joined together by a coordinator yet, and yet is preceded by the comma. Let's move to next coordinate conjunction for, which is used to connect a reason to result. Example, the students don't pass the exam, comma, for they don't study last night. You see here the compound sentence, two independent clauses joined together by using coordinate conjunction for, and before for we use a comma. For is preceded by a comma to connect or to show a reason here. So another coordinate conjunction which is used to connect a result. Example, Sebastian is naughty boy, so he doesn't have a friend. You see, the two independent clauses are joined together by using coordinate conjunction so, and this coordinate conjunction is preceded by comma. Let's move to or, another coordinate conjunction which is used to connect two equal choices. Example, you can register online, comma, or you can register by mail. Two independent clauses joined together by using coordinator or, which is preceded by the comma here. Another coordinate conjunction nor, which is used to connect two negative ideas. Example, I can't speak Japanese, comma, nor can I write it. Two independent clauses joined together by coordinate conjunction nor, and this coordinate conjunction is preceded by the comma. And you see here after nor we use the question form here by saying nor can I write. I can't say nor I can write it. So the correct is to say nor can I write it. Nor is used here to connect two negative ideas. Is it clear? I hope so. Let's move to sentence connectors or conjunctive adverbs. We can use sentence connectors or conjunctive adverbs such as furthermore, in addition, besides, moreover, however, nevertheless, otherwise, consequently, and therefore. Sentence connectors are used frequently in formal writing to connect long clauses, and you should be careful when you punctuate the sentence by placing a semicolon after the first clause and a comma after the sentence connector. Let's move to examples here related to furthermore, besides. These conjunctive adverbs are used to show additional or to add similar ideas. Let's move to read number one. Example number one, television is interesting, semicolon, furthermore, comma, it is sometimes instructive. You see here a compound sentence, two independent clauses joined together by a conjunctive adverb or sentence connector. Furthermore, you see here semicolon before this connector and comma after it. Let's move to second sentence. John is a good boy, semicolon. Besides, comma, he always tries to help other people. A compound sentence, two independent clauses joined together by a sentence connector. Besides. And besides, before besides, we use semicolon, and after besides, we use a comma here. Let's move to the next sentence. I have done my homework, semicolon. In addition, comma, I have already handed it. Another compound sentence, two independent clauses joined together by a conjunctive adverb. In addition, and this expression is, or this connector is preceded by semicolon, and after it we use a comma. Next sentence, Robert is kind, semicolon. Moreover, comma, he is generous. Two independent clauses joined together by a sentence connector here, moreover, which is preceded by semicolon, and after it we use a comma. Okay, let's move to another conjunctive adverbs or sentence connectors. However, nevertheless, and on the other hand. These connectors are used to add an opposite idea. Example, William moved to Indonesia. Semicolon, however, his parents stayed in his hometown. Look at this sentence. This is a compound sentence. Two independent clauses joined together by using a conjunctive adverb, however. And this connector is preceded by semicolon, and after it we use a comma. Let's move to the next one. Mr. John loves surfing. Nevertheless, he doesn't have surfboard. Another compound sentence, two independent clauses joined together by using a conjunctive adverb or sentence connector, which is nevertheless, and this connector is preceded by semicolon, and then after it we use a comma. Let's move to the next one. Next example, the students come to campus on time. On the other hand, the lecturer is late. The students come to campus on time, semicolon. On the other hand, comma, the lecturer is late. Two independent clauses joined together by the conjunctive adverb or connector. On the other hand, and this connector is preceded by semicolon, and then after it we use a comma. Let's move to next one. Therefore, another conjunctive adverbs or sentence connectors. Therefore, thus, as a result, and consequently. These connectors are used to show results. Examples to illustrate these examples. I dislike eating bread, semicolon. Therefore, comma, I never eat it. A compound sentence, two independent clauses joined together by using sentence connector or conjunctive adverb, therefore, and this connector is preceded by semicolon, and then we use comma after it. Let's move to next. She studied very hard, semicolon. Thus, comma, he passed the examination. Another two independent two independent clauses joined together by a conjunctive adverb or sentence connector, thus, which is preceded by semicolon and then a comma. Let's move to next. She works really hard every day, semicolon. As a result, she enjoys it. She works really hard every day, semicolon. As a result, comma, she enjoys it. Another two independent clauses joined together by using a conjunction or a conjunctive adverb or sentence connector. This is as a result, this connector is preceded by semicolon and then we use a comma. The road was wet and slippery, semicolon, consequently, comma, there were many accidents. Two independent clauses, as you see, joined together by using a sentence connector or a conjunctive adverb, which is consequently, and this connector is preceded by semicolon and then a comma. I hope this is clear for you. Okay, dear students, here are some questions related to sentence structure. Let's read the first question. Which of the following statements shows two independent clauses connected by coordinate conjunctions? We have A, B, C, D, and we should choose a sentence that have two independent clauses connected by coordinate conjunction. Let's read the first, number A. After Harry lost his dog Spike, comma, his mom brought him a new puppy. This is a complex sentence, not related to two independent clauses. Two independent clauses is called a compound sentence. Let's read the second one. John arrived at school late because he missed the bus. This is a complex sentence, not a compound sentence. And here, because is a subordinator. Because he missed the bus, this is a subordinate clause, and the main clause, John arrived at the school late. This is not a compound sentence. What is required is to find two independent clauses connected by coordinating conjunction. So number B is not right. Number C, let's read number C. Suzanne would like to be a successful dancer and dance in New York. This is not also a compound sentence. This is a simple sentence. Let's move to number D. Let's read it. Orlando was determined to be a basketball player, comma, so he practiced every day. This is a compound sentence. This is the right answer here. Orlando was determined to be a basketball player. This is an independent clause. And another independent clause, he practiced every day. And these two independent clauses are joined together by a coordinate conjunction, so. And the coordinate conjunction is preceded by the comma. So this is the right answer for the question. I hope it is right. Okay, let's move to the second question here. Which of the following statements shows a subordinating conjunction connecting a dependent clause and an independent clause? So here we should look for a complex sentence. Let's read the first sentence. Kara will be successful in life if she works hard at all she does. You see here, if subordinator, if she works hard at all she does, this is subordinate clause of condition, and the independent clause, Kara will be successful in life, and this is called a complex sentence. That's why it is true. But the next sentence, I prefer to eat cookies and cake all day, but I know it would make me sick. This is a compound sentence, not a complex sentence. What is required is to find a complex sentence. Let's read number C. I will not out with you tonight, nor will I lie to your parents about when you are. This is also a compound sentence, not a complex sentence. The coordinator here, no, is preceded by the comma before it. Preceded by the comma. Number D, when did you leave the party last night? This is not a complex sentence. That's why the first sentence is correct. It is a complex sentence. Another, once again, Kara will be successful alive if she works hard at all she does. This is a complex sentence. It consists of main clause or independent clause and dependent clause after subordinator if. Okay, let's move to next question. Which of the following is not coordinating conjunction? We have here four choices. A, yet, B, if, C, but, D, or. The question once again, which of the following is not coordinating conjunction? Yet is a coordinating conjunction. But is a coordinating conjunction. Or is a coordinating conjunction. So if is not a coordinating conjunction. The right is B. Okay, next question. Identify the following group of words as an independent clause, dependent clause, or phrase. Happy to be with all his friends. Is happy to be with all his friends an independent clause or dependent clause or phrase? Here is a phrase. The right answer C. Happy to be with all his friends. This is the right answer. C. Phrase. Next question. Identify the following group of words as independent clause, dependent clause, or phrase. Let's look at this. Whenever I go to Melinda's house. Whenever I go to Melinda's house. The choices here, independent clause, dependent clause, phrase. Here we use the subordinator whenever I go to Melinda's house. So the right answer is dependent clause. The answer is B, number B. Okay, next question. Identify the following group of words as an independent clause, dependent clause, or phrase. Let's read. Harry waved his magic wand and lifted the heavy dresser above his head. Choose here A, B, C. Once again, look at the sentence. Harry waved. Harry subject, waved verb, his magic wand, and lifted, another verb, compound verb, and the complement of the sentence. And this sentence is an independent clause. Number A is true. Next question. Which of the following uses the appropriate punctuation? Let's read the sentences here and we will see the appropriate punctuation. When Gary went outside, he found 2 raccoons and 3 squirrels bathing in his bird bath. Number B, when Gary went outside, he found 2 raccoons and 3 squirrels bathing in his bird bath. Look at this sentence carefully. You see that we start with the dependent clause. When Gary went outside, comma. So when we start with the subordinate clause and the complex sentence, we use comma and then the independent clause. So this is the right answer. Is it clear? Yeah. Let's move to next question. Which of the following uses the appropriate punctuation here? Let's read number A. I may consider your plan or I may disregard it. Here there is no comma. It's better to use comma before or, as you know, the coordinating conjunction. So the first one, or number A, is not right. Number B, I may consider your plan or I may disregard it. The comma should be placed before or. So it is not right here. Number C, I may consider your plan, comma, or I may disregard it. This is the right answer. We use here coordinator or, and this coordinator is preceded by comma. This is the right answer. Let's move to the next. Which of the following uses the appropriate punctuation here? Let's read the first one. I won't go to the party at the park if it rains. You see here, number one, or number A, I won't go to the party at the park if it rains. If it rains. So we start in this sentence. This is a complex sentence. We start with the main clause and dependent clause, and then the dependent clause if it rains without comma. That's the right answer. Okay, let's move to the next question. Which of the following uses the appropriate punctuation? Look at the first sentence here. Number A, the parade passed by and the bystanders cheered loudly. 2 independent clauses joined by conjunction, a coordinator and, but without a comma here. So it is not right. Let's move to B. The parade passed by, comma, and the bystanders cheered loudly. This is the right answer because 2 independent clauses joined together by a coordinator and this coordinator is preceded by comma. This is the right answer. Is it clear? I hope so. Okay, let's move to next question. Which of the following uses the appropriate punctuation? Let's read the first sentence here. A. Sylvia sang for us while Bob played the violin. Look at this sentence carefully here. This is a complex sentence. The subordinator here while it is in the middle of the sentence, so we don't use any comma. So this is the right answer. Look at the second sentence. Sylvia sang, comma, for us while Bob played the violin. This is not right. We don't use comma after sang, after the verb here. Number C, Sylvia sang for us while Bob played the violin. We don't use comma before while before subordinator here, while. Let's move to D. Sylvia sang for us while Bob played the violin. We don't use comma after while. So the right answer, number A. Okay, let's move to next question. Which of the following uses the appropriate punctuation? Although I have not seen Paris or London, I hope to visit one day. This sentence is a complex sentence. We start with subordinator although, but we don't use here a comma. So it is not wrong. It is not right to say that. Let's move to number B. Although I have not seen Paris or London, comma طبعا, I hope to visit one day. We don't use comma after Paris. Let's move to C. Although I have not seen Paris or London, I hope to visit one day. This is the right answer because here we use comma after the subordinate in clause or independent clause. So we use comma here and then the independent clause. So it is the right answer. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's move to next question. Which of these is an example of adversative coordinating conjunction? Let's read number A. He didn't raise his hand and he didn't raise his voice. This is not a coordinating conjunction here and is not a coordinating conjunction. Number B. She was pretty, comma, but she was dumb. This is a compound sentence, two independent clauses joined together by but, which indicate adversative coordinating conjunction. And this coordinating conjunction is preceded by comma. This is the right answer. Okay, let's move to the next question. Which of these words is not used to join the dependent clause with the main clause? Number A, who. Number B, when. Number C, for. Number D, but. The right answer, as you see here, number D, but. Because you know that but is a coordinator joined two independent clauses in the compound sentence, not in the complex sentence. Let's move to next question. Choose the correct statement here. We have here four statements. A, although he was hurt, comma, but he continued to walk. The next sentence, although he was hurt, comma, he continued to walk. C, he was hurt, comma, he continued to walk. D, although he continued to walk, comma, he was hurt. Look at the sentence number B. Although he was hurt, comma, he continued to walk. This is the right answer. Here a complex sentence. We start with subordinator although and depending clause and comma used after the depending clause, and we use the independent clause. So this is the right answer. And in the next sentence, or in the first sentence, we use the sentence. In this sentence, there are two conjunctions. It is not right to use two conjunctions, although but. So the right answer B. Although he was hurt, comma, he continued to walk. This is the right answer. With this question, we come to the end of this lecture. I wish you all the best. Thank you.